everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're here to talk about the Marvel Legends Hasbro Pulse fan stream that they just concluded. Now, if you saw my video that I posted yesterday with some leaks, they had the Human Torch figure that popped up on Hasbro Pulse ahead of time, so I was able to pull some pictures down and a few of the descriptions, and we knew we were going to get a Silver Surfer as part of that and the rest of the Fantastic Four. So it looked really cool. Let's just get right into it. They did right off the bat start off and they announced the Fantastic Four from First Steps. They showed them all. That was really cool. Now, if you know and you have watched some of my short videos and stuff, I had done this head swap not too long ago with this Pedro Pascal head sculpt from The Mandalorian, and I put him on this old Mr. Fantastic body with the stretchy fingers and stuff that they were talking about on the fan stream. But if we saw the Mr. Fantastic today, it looks really cool because he's got the stretchy, and it sounded like maybe bendy arms, which is kind of cool, and it gives him a little bit more reach. Pardon my pun there. But anyways, I thought the Mr. Fantastic was pretty cool. I also thought the thing was really awesome. It looked really cool. I loved the articulation that they put in it. Now, I know it's kind of difficult when you're dealing with like a muscular figure like the Hulk or something like that to get more than a 90 degrees in the arm, so it's really cool that they were able to get that articulation point, and that is fantastic. Now, they did have a Johnny Storm, which looked great. All the head sculpts looked really good on them, all the figures, and I was pretty happy about that. So Johnny Storm, so you got Sue Storm there, and that one looked really, really cool too. And that might be worth picking up just a couple in case you wanted to do like a head swap. You can always throw it onto like a suited body or something like that and stick it with my custom Mission Impossible figure, because she played an integral character in the last couple of movies. Anyways, Fantastic Four looked cool, but the highlight to me was the Shia LaBeouf Silver Surfer figure. I know there's a lot of controversy around that figure, but I think it looks fantastic. And I know it's just kind of like a silver with like the marbling or whatever, and it looked kind of plain. They had that like board, stuff like that, but I think in the grander scheme of things, I think it's a really cool figure to be able to get for the collection, especially because if you're like me and you have a Silver Surfer in your collection, like a Norrin Rand, you'll be able to put Shia LaBeouf and the Silver Surfer together, and I think that will be really, really cool to throw that in there. But for a lot of folks, I'm sure the highlight is those video game figures, which looked really cool. And I got to tell you, like, I'm just going off the top of my head, so I'm going to try to remember them all. As we called out yesterday, Dan posted that picture, and of course it was a Silver Samurai and Wolverine, so we already knew that was coming. It looks like they recreated that shot that I had in yesterday's video in that picture, and so that was kind of like the shot on that. And you saw how I got that, where I manipulated the picture in my Photoshop app and basically got a little bit more image. But anyways, I thought it was really cool. The new Captain America looks fantastic. And you know what? It's unfortunate because they just got that one with the broken shield and stuff like that, but I feel like I may have to get this new Captain America, which is going to look cool up there on my shelf. The all-new body sculpt in Psylocke was really, really cool. And the thing is, I don't really have that figure in my collection, so definitely probably going to have to like dive into that one. War Machine looked fantastic, man. I thought he looked really, really cool. And oh my gosh, so if you got the Psylocke and stuff like that, you know you get the other Thanos, and if you get the Captain America, man, that Venom looks really, really cool. All the effects look really cool on it. I was super stoked to see the 2-packs. They look pretty cool. Hopefully they're not going to be too expensive. They're going to be right around the original price point of what you might expect. We'll see. Those are all going to go up for pre-order pretty soon. Some Fantastic Four tomorrow, then you got like a week out, then some, I think, at the beginning of July. But anyways, Gargantos, man, did you see that eyeball and the articulation on the eye? That looked really cool. I'm really stoked for that. That looks awesome. I think it's going to look cool just crawling on the edge of like a display or something like that. But anyways, if you're not into that, then you're not into it. But I think it's going to look really, really cool along with your Marvel Legends figures. So anyways, the fan stream overall was pretty good. I feel like I'm missing something though. And I think what it is the Juggernaut. Now you can see I have my Juggernaut figures. And I have my Juggernaut, and you know what? This guy does not have that articulation up here. He does not have the butterfly joints and stuff like that. So it's super cool to see that they have all that articulation in the Juggernaut, which looks fantastic. And the thing is, it's so much bigger. And when I put this guy up next to the Hulk, These guys are about the same. So can you imagine how big the Juggernaut's going to be versus the Hulk? Because when they showed that side by side of the Juggernauts, that one and the new one, Juggernaut is just enormous. So he's going to be really, really big, and I think it's going to look really cool just towering over everybody on your shelf. That'll look really, really cool. So anyways, if you enjoy the Marvel Legends fan stream, let me know, what are you most looking forward to? Were you impressed with anything that they showed off today? Because I got to tell you, it was pretty cool. Anyways, everybody, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And as always, have a fantastic day.